Hiya, it's Nina here from Loving Intent Tarot, and we have a pick a card reading today. It's timeless, but because I'm recording this when it's summertime here, these are the cards that sprang out at me today to choose from. If you want to go straight to your reading, you can do so in the timestamps below. What we do here is I've picked these up from the Secret Language of Colour Oracle, okay, and just because they appealed to me today, it wasn't particularly because of the meanings of the cards or anything like that, because what we do here is we'll put our oracle card to the corner, do the tarot portion, and then we'll have a look at the oracle meaning to see if there's a correlation or an extra bit of advice, info or guidance from that as well at the end of each reading. Okay, so I will hopefully see you at your reading in a second. Hiya pile 1, if you chose orange as your choice for a pile, then this is your reading. Okay, I'm going to put that card up here until the end of the tarot portion, and then we're going to add them together and see what we get as the outcome. See if the orange card has some extra bits to say or some new message to say, but we'll see in a moment. I'm going to draw you 4 cards, okay, so it's a reasonably short but hopefully helpful reading, and the first card that we're going to be looking at is what your energy is coming into this reading today. Okay, so that's what we're going to be looking at in this first one. So why is pile 1 here today, please? Oh, hang on. This one jumped at me. This one jumped. So this is strength. So this is representing you. So it could be something that you're kind of having to deal with right now, that you're it's kind of testing you a little bit maybe. Strength is about exercising a bit of self-control, as well as it's also like gentle persuasion, like doing things in a way that is not necessarily a head-on battle, but it's like having the kind of resilience and the integrity on your side as you deal with the situation and overcoming your base instincts, and it's unlimited potential. It's kind of moving through a difficulty with grace and fortitude and all that. Yeah, so that's interesting, that's come through. So there could be something that's kind of testing you in that way a little bit, and you're kind of having to be resilient, you're having to be diplomatic, etc. So let's see what else is coming out for you today in terms of what's challenging to you or might be blocking you somewhat. We've got the devil. All right, it's got to nurture yourself. I'm thinking with these two, it's making me feel like maybe there is something that is bad for you that you're doing, that it could be putting your energy towards something that is not good for you, whatever that is. So it could be a negative mindset that you're battling with at the moment. It could be addictions, a toxic relationship, stuff like that, negative self-talk, things like of that nature, where you could be feeling a bit trapped, but you're not actually trapped. It's kind of an illusion. Which makes me kind of feel like there's something that you're kind of really battling to overcome right now. What's a good thing for you to focus on is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is nice. This could be some news coming in that will give you sort of encouragement, a new opportunity that might be coming along to really help you move in a positive direction. There's definitely a new beginning possible here, and I think that the devil, you know, maybe like self-doubt holding you back from taking this new opportunity, I would say don't allow that to stand in your way. You know, the devil card is a lot to do with like feeling undermined and powerless, and I feel that you know, you have two cards here. You have a really strong, obviously strong, on your side. Like you are kind of prepared to go through, you know, kind of go through this block, and it's powerful, but you're more powerful. And I feel that if you're focusing on, you know, when we focus on something, that's what we move towards. So I think it's really important to switch your focus to this new opportunity. I mean, look at the difference in how the expressions on these cards are, you know, and it's sort of like keeping your integrity, keeping your kind of instincts to do daft stuff under control, because we do, I mean, and also it's about believing in your own power, and having your you know, taking back your own power. And I feel that you're in a good position to do this because we have you represented by the strength card. So regardless of what may be standing in your way, like I said, mindset, behaviors, people, things that have made you maybe feel trapped in the past, I feel that you are being very clearly shown here that if you focus on what you want rather than what you don't want, you're going to be making progress forward. All right, so let's check out the outcome, and obviously I will check other stuff. I mean, nurture yourself is a good message, because from the orange card, because it's like doing what is true for you, doing what is going to enhance you, looking after your health, your mental health, your emotional health, is all going to help you move past this blockage. Realize that you're a lot more free than you think or you thought, and that if you're focusing on the good stuff, then you know that has doing little steps every day to move towards the good stuff is cumulative, and it is going to be worth it. Okay, and the strength card is just calling you to keep trying, keep going. You know, don't let the occasional bad day get you down, put you backwards into an old pattern of thinking that wasn't good for you, etc. Let's see what's the outcome for pile 1. The 9 of Pentacles. All right, this is very satisfying, because the 9 of Pentacles is basically it's sometimes called the single lady card, and looking at it from a position of, it might be it being so to do with some of you and your love life, it does feel like it could be talking about how, you know, having the strength to kind of be honest with yourself about how you feel, what's actually going to be beneficial to you, and, you know, cutting out any toxic stuff that doesn't, you know, it's just going around in circles, or you're not sort of seeing a way forward with it. It's time to sort of cut cords a bit here and embrace a new opportunity, a new fresh start. It feels like this, I feel like I want to say this is you in your fresh start. Like, right, I'm out of this feeling trapped, I'm out of this, I'm glad I persevered, I'm glad I got out, and now I am feeling powerful, feeling comfortable. This is luxury and all sorts of, this is like independence, luxury, wealth, confidence, focus, and the falcon is there to sort of show the focus, like having a focus, blocking out anything else that isn't helpful, isn't conducive to your well-being, your abundance, your ambitions, etc. So that you can really flourish and really thrive with this new start once you break yourself free from whatever it is that's holding you back or been holding you back. because you need to actually really realize that you as a strength card is somebody who can overcome obstacles, overcome self-imposed obstacles, overcome core beliefs that are all askew, you know, bad programming, dysregulation, all that stuff. It's showing you as somebody capable, and somebody who is prepared to put in the work. And this, once you do that, once you focus on where you want to be, what is good about you, what is good about your life, what if things are great in the future, and you know, not sort of looking at the past, looking at where you've been trapped, looking at where you feel weak. It's looking at, you know, well, let's flip this on its head. What if I am successful? What if I do go out there and meet someone else, you know, who's brilliant? What if there's more to life than what I've had right now up to this point? What if it's great after all? You know, what if that's kind of what I'm feeling. And then when you get to the Nine of Pentacles, you have someone very confident, very sure of themselves, who's worked hard, who you know, it's good for abundance as well. It's just, you know, you being self-sufficient, you being comfortable, more than comfortable actually, because the Nine of Pentacles, as I said, is a luxury, and you putting in work. And when you put in the work, you see results. And this is something that maybe you hadn't had before because you had too many blockages with the devil there, like, oh no, you can't do it, or you know, that negative self-talk, or that kind of feeling helpless regarding, say, a habit you wanted to get rid of, or something that was damaging your health, or damaging your emotional, mental well-being. You know, it's kind of like breaking free from that and actually giving yourself a chance to actually prove this wrong and go forward and really sort of have success and have abundance and happiness that you never really thought was for you as well. And I think that's kind of the message I'm getting for that. So it's kind of quite concise, really. I don't know if I want to elaborate. I don't feel like I need to clarify, because it feels like its own complete thing, if you get my drift. So what I'm going to do, pile one, is I'm going to read out Orange and Nurture Yourself. And I think this is very important, because this is quite a good link, because you nurture yourself, you have the strength, you have the resilience to be consistent daily, to do good things every day, you know, moving away from the toxic stuff into these lovely new opportunities. You're going to be rewarded. It's going to be worth it. It's not going to be like feeling trapped. You're going to be having growth and abundance and all the good stuff, you know, enjoyment of life. And I feel that really strongly, that, you know, nurturing yourself, self-compassion, kindness, compassionate. Strength is compassionate as well. Strength is not subduing the lion by force. Strength is being kind, and the lion is, you know, submitting. And it's kind of the same thing. It's like, if you are too tough on yourself, if you don't cut yourself any slack in this transition you're doing, then you know, it's not going to work. It's just going to end up in this cycle. But if you show yourself compassion, if you have understanding, patience, and nurture yourself, you know, focus on the positives, then that's the way forward, and that's the way out of this blockage for you. All right, so I'm going to read Orange, okay, before we stop. So find it for a minute. Number 16. Okay, number 16. Orange, nurture yourself. Orange helps to heal digestive ailments as well as chest and kidney disorders. It also assists with the treatment of asthma, fear, loneliness, spasms, tension, inflammations, cold and depression. Improve your immunity, vitality and stamina, and awaken your sexual and creative energy with Orange, which is kind of your sacral chakra, which is all that kind of creativity, sexuality, all that stuff. Allow orange rays to increase your happiness and confidence. So that's quite a nice little message there. Definitely, we've all got in here about clear away toxicity, tension and fear, and replace with feelings of resilience, happiness and confidence. So yeah, that's kind of, it's a short but sweet message. It's not very particularly a long message, but I think that it makes sense in the context of this reading. And yeah, I think that is a very good message. Is that, you know, being compassionate, give yourself warmth and kindness, and embrace, you know, your creativity and passion for life again as you go forward. And you aren't stuck, okay? And you just have to believe it and just do what you need to do every day to move yourself out of that behavior or out of that mindset, and then you're going to start to see real positive changes coming your way. Okay, just focusing on that which you want to draw to you, very important. Okay, so that's what I got for you, Pearl 1. I hope that was useful. Thanks very much for watching all the way to the end. If you'd like to leave a comment, a like and subscribe, that's massive help to my tiny channel, and I would really appreciate it. And obviously all the best. I'll see you another time. Bye. Hi Pearl 2, if you chose this lovely watermelon card, this is your reading for today. Alright, so we're going to put this one to the corner until we're ready to have a look at it at the end of the tarot bit, like that. And this is just a quickie, 4 cards, just as a quick snapshot on how things are going for you, if there's a problem specifically that you're thinking about, or just generally see what pops up for you. This hopefully is going to be useful and helpful to you. Alright, so I'm going to start by getting a card out that is going to be your energy, representing you, why you're here today, and so on. So let's make a start with you. Oh, these two dropped out. These two dropped out just as I was going to pick a card, and then these two just went blank on the table. So we'll take those as a unit, okay? So I've got you as both the Fool and the 5 of Cups. So this is a new start. And it's interesting that the Fool came out when the watermelon card said have fun with your inner child, because the Fool is a bit like an inner child as well. The Sun is a very inner child card, but the Fool, I feel, is also, because it's a kind of about going off on a journey and not having any preconceived ideas about how it's going to go, and kind of open to everything, and it's like innocent, pure new energy to start you off on this journey. And that was on top of the 5 of Cups, and the 5 of Cups is about kind of regret, sadness, kind of looking backwards instead of forwards, and some, you know, with these two together that came out together, it makes me feel like you potentially in a good place now to kind of go off on a new journey, having had disappointment, having had upset and grief, or however you've been kind of like in some dark times, dark night of the soul and all that stuff. And looking back and feeling that regret, feeling sadness, and it feels like you're at the point where you've done that, and then something's happened to you whereby you kind of have finally turned around and started looking towards the future. It's like you've done that bit, and now you're like, okay, so it's not all is not lost. There's more to look forward to. I'm ready to kind of, I've healed, I'm ready to go forward. And that's kind of what I'm getting at, that is why the Fool was on top of this 5 of Cups. Alright, so we're going to leave that as your energy, okay? And yeah, it feels like you're through the worst of what might have been happening, and you kind of, I think it takes time. We're all on our own. We all process grief and sadness and hurt in our lives in different time scales. And it's just like this has come along. Like, okay, so you've done your grieving. You've made a peace with what's happened to a degree, and it's like that realization that, you know what, life is still going on, things are still moving, I need to join in, I need to get back out there, I need to explore what else is out there for me. And I feel that that's the energy I've got getting from you, where this is pure energy. This is, you got the white rose, you got the sun that's white, the little white dog, you know, it's like, use what you've learned, you know, don't take any baggage with you. Very important. And the black staff here is about untapped potential, like the feather, you know, knowledge, you know enough to get going, and everything else is going to unravel as you move along. And you know, it's okay if there's ups and downs, it's all right. The main thing is to get going and get moving again, get out there again, is kind of the energy I'm picking up from you. Okay, so let's have a look at the next card in our little gang here. And this is going to be what might be blocking you, what might be challenging for you. All right, so let's check that out as well. Okay, so the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this is in your challenge, and it's about, in this instance, it feels like it's about, you know, there is help out there if you need it. Don't be afraid to ask for help or support if that's what you need. There's no shame in that. It's also about not drawing attention to your weakness. Don't put yourself down. Don't start conversations being apologetic about yourself, and you know, being overly modest, or being, you know, kind of when we talk to people, and this is something I've had trouble with as well, when we talk to people, we kind of give them a rundown of how they should treat us. So if you're coming out and you're saying all this self-depreciating stuff, and you're kind of fawning, you know, and kind of wanting people to approve of you, and getting outside validation and all that, that's kind of giving, you know, that brings out people who will like to take advantage. That kind of brings that out in them. And don't set yourself up as a victim. You know, when you meet people, when you go do things, have confidence in yourself. Have confidence that you learnt from the past, and you haven't brought your baggage with you, but you have brought your wisdom with you. And put yourself across in a way that shows self-respect, self-compassion, self-love, so that you are somebody who, yeah, you can be open, you can be kind, but you also take care of yourself, and you have nice strong boundaries, and you don't allow people to, you know, take advantage of your good nature and things like that. So that's kind of what I'm getting there. So definitely, you know, don't be apologetic, don't sort of be yeah, like I do that. I'm terrible. I know how I mean, it's funny to say stuff like that, because that's something I've always had a problem with, is like being very apologetic and being very, having anxiety is not great. But you know, that's what you do. You kind of try to placate people and people please and things like that. And I think you need to honor yourself, you know, and not do that anymore. So that's the card. That's in the challenge position. So that's kind of what I'm getting. Definitely, it's to start off on the strong foot. To start off confident. You don't have to be cocky. You don't have to be arrogant or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. It's like, be value yourself, yeah, and talk in that manner, and don't put yourself down, you know, and don't sort of laugh off compliments and things like that. Just, if somebody gives you a compliment, just say thank you. Yeah, you don't have to go, oh no, I'm not really, you know, don't talk yourself down anymore. All right, that's kind of what I want to say there. In terms of what's good to focus on, And I should give you a shuffle. Let's see. So whatever's in this bit, is sorry, dropping them everywhere. Whatever's in this bit is going to be positive. All right. So whatever card this is, it's on the positive side. So what does pile 2 need to focus on? What does pile 2? What's going good? What's a good thing for pile 2 to think about, and a positive thing? What's going to help with this situation, please? The Wheel of Fortune. There you go. Now the Wheel of Fortune is good because it is your actions, how you present yourself, how you want to be treated. You then make your own fortune. You make your own good luck. So this is powerful card. These two cards really kind of cancel out this energy quite strongly. This is just temporary, maybe temporary nerves, little bit of doubt creeping in, but you can and you are going to overcome it by, everything I've said so far I've barreled on, so, but you know what I mean. And this card, what to focus on is that things can change, that events can go in your favor. You can be in control of what happens to you. You can absolutely go for the things you want, and if you expect good things to happen, then good things are going to happen a lot more often. If you expect the worst all the time, then you're not going to take actions that lead to positive results. You're not going to be consistent with things that are helpful and beneficial to you. You are going to maybe let things pass you by that may be really good for you, but you're too, if you have that kind of negative mindset and that victim mindset, then you're not going to get to your potential, because you're not going to try things. You're not going to keep trying. If you fail the first time, you're going to just keep trying. You go, oh, wonder why maybe that didn't work, let's try something else. And that's kind of what I feel. And the Wheel of Fortune is a change in your fortunes, but I feel it's like you need to realize that is coming from you and your actions on a daily, and it's cause and effect. So if you're focusing on positive stuff, if you focus on positive stuff, you move to it like a racing car, like a driver in a racing car. If they look where they need to go, they don't look right in, they kind of, hard to describe it. You're looking at the next bend, or you're looking ahead. They're not looking at the steering wheel. You know what I mean? Because they'd be in the crowd or something if they did that. You've got to look at where you need to go, and you are going to find that that's how you are then able to automatically move in that direction, and you make your luck based on what you're focusing on. So this could go either way, so you might as well have it go the way you want it to. And dismiss this temporary blitz. It's like, yep, okay, it's all right to feel a bit wobbly, but get support if that's what you need. I would advise it if that's going to help, and then set your sights on where you need to be and what you need to do, and it will start happening for you. Okay, so last card is about outcome. So outcome's likely outcome if we do all these steps. Let's see, what outcome do we have for pile 2? Ace of Swords. Victory, mental breakthrough, having knowing exactly what you want, being true to yourself, all this that epiphany, you know. It's like, oh, I know where I need to go now. I know who I am. I know what I need. I know that I know what I don't want. I know exactly how to go and get what I need, you know, that which is inspiring to me, or that, you know, what will make me feel like I'm winning at life, you know. And you've got like the little blessings here as well. So this is like a really good victory card. It's a good card of having confidence, having integrity, being true to yourself as you go forward, knowing exactly what you want out of life and knowing exactly how to go get it, and being able to turn up for yourself on a daily to make it happen. Okay, so that's kind of cool. Very, yeah, going from very sad and feeling weak to very strong and victorious is a really excellent outcome for you. All right, so let me see for you lastly. It's just like a little short and sweet message in these cards. So have fun with the inner child. Definitely, yeah, lighten up, big style, yeah. Really lighten up and believe things are good stuff is possible. But you need to get rid of this self-doubt stuff, all right, and this feeling less than. You need to get rid of that. So let me see. Number 3, watermelon. 3 is numerology wise is the number of kind of self-expression and fun, and is very childlike and inquisitive and curious. Now, well, all right, I know what doesn't work for me. Let's see what does. You know, but you know that's kind of what I'm getting. So watermelon is a colour of softness, gentleness and compassion that encourages affection, self-acceptance and kindness. Its spirit of fun and easy access to your inner child assists people who suffer from low self-esteem, loneliness and sadness. Watermelon also encourages generosity, healing and understanding. Allow watermelon rays to radiate and awaken your joyous, playful nature. Yeah. It's about connecting to the fun side, your enthusiastic side, you know, where you may have felt wrung out and careworn and all that. It's time to realise that there is a lot of fun to be had out there, no matter how horrible the world seems. We don't get to hear about all the fun stuff. That doesn't make the news, you know. And you need to really remember that this is it. Life, you know, is going by anyway. You might as well enjoy it and find happiness and pleasure in each day, and have that gratitude and that for just being here, and and having potential. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I want to say to you, and you definitely have it within you to move past this wobbly bit and go forward into this whole new adventure. And you know, don't set limits on yourself. You never know what you can achieve if you really kind of have an open mind going forward. Okay, so that's what I've got for you today, pile 2. I hope it was useful to you and that you kind of feel a little bit more optimistic about things. And you know, you can't guarantee everything's going to be fantastic, obviously, but you only really fail when you stop trying. So it's really a case of, you know, every day that you wake up is an opportunity to make good changes. So that's what I got for you. Yeah, if you'd like to like and share, subscribe, all that good stuff, that's a really massive help for my little tiny channel, and I really appreciate it. I hope that everything goes well for you. You got this, don't worry, and look after yourself, and hopefully I'll see you again one day soon. Until then, take care. Bye. Hi pile 3, welcome to your reading. You chose Aqua. Okay, so this is your reading for today. So I'm going to put your oracle up here just for now, and we'll have a look at it in a minute. And we're going to just start by looking at and seeing what your energy is coming to this reading today first. Alright, so let's have a look what we get. Alright, you've got the 10 of Wands. So it's quite heavy energy, basically feeling burnt out, overworked, pressured. It's kind of almost at the end of it though, so it's interesting. I just had the 9 of Wands pop out as well. I don't take like fly outs, but that one seems to fit. That one matches because you got like the 9 of Wands as well, and it's like doubling down on. I mean, 9, 10 of Wands doesn't come out very often, so I think these two together make up your energy right now, where you're kind of not giving up, but you're also so close to having this situation alleviate. So whatever this is, it's definitely on the way out. And you have the 10 of Wands, so you should be at the end of a difficult part of life, where things have been, you know, pressure has been mounting on you, responsibilities, stretching yourself too thin, kind of a bit battle worn and things like that. Definitely with the 9 and 10 coming up together, I would say that's definitely the feeling I'm getting. You have experienced peace and calm for Aqua, so it could be that, you know, it's just around the corner for you. That is coming, because the 10 of Wands is that it's a completion of this cycle. So whatever you're going through right now, or you have been going through up to this point, it's kind of, it's done with, and it's going to get better from this point on, which is good, because it's obviously been a difficult time for you up until this point. Okay, what's something that's blocking you, or something that's challenging you? Sort of moving, it's challenging your ability to move past this. Let's have a look. The King of Wands. I'm going to check and see if this is a person a minute. Or it could just be that you need to embody the King of Wands more to enable yourself to kind of get past the blocks. Why is the King of Wands here, please, for pile 3? The Ace of Swords. Yeah, I think... I'm having a thought about it. I think this is pointing again to your determination, and with the Ace of Swords coming out to clarify, I feel like it's just basically saying you should press on to victory, and just keep plugging away. The King of Wands is kind of courageous, so it's that being brave, staying brave, keeping your eyes on the goal. Because having a drive as well, having like a real strong drive to get things done and things like that, you have to kind of incorporate that energy in order to rise above and pass through the blockage. It's interesting that the Ace of Swords is also like got that background of that kind of like a web of ropes. It's about, you know, the persistence you need to cut through. Just keep forging ahead, because you're so close now to having a breakthrough. What is in the position of the good stuff? So whatever card is here, it's kind of like a good energy and something to focus on to help you. So let's see. Okay. What's the good stuff? The Eight of Swords. It doesn't look good, I know, but it's kind of speaking about having there is a way out, regardless. I mean, however trapped or however kind of burdened or weighed down you might feel, through persistence and through being resourceful as well, believing that you can tackle it, you can actually break out of the prison. You can actually you're not as trapped as you think you are. It's more a mental trap. It's more kind of like a mindset, self-doubt, thoughts that aren't very helpful, things like that, maybe getting in the way of what's actually realistically possible for you and what's actually real. And it's about not getting in your own way as well. So it's like the person is trapped, but they're not actually trapped. If they were to open their eyes, see the reality of the situation, and actually kind of weigh up the actual real pros and cons of what actions to take, probably find that they could take the blind, kind of loosen their hands. They're not tightly bound. They could loosen their hands and find a way through easily, through the path, through into out of the sword prison or whatever. So because this is in the good bit, I just feel like I want to say to you that you absolutely do have what it takes to break out of this issue, and you shouldn't be doubting yourself at this time, and you definitely look at the actual facts. Don't get sidetracked with your brain and kind of like anxiety running away with you and things like that. Just look at the actual hard facts of what the situation is, and there is going to be a solution, okay? But you just need to look at it and honestly, openly, realistically, without any putting in all the emotion. Try and take the emotion out of it and look at the facts of what is actually possible and what isn't possible, and then you should find that you're going to get a way out of your issue, and be able to move forward. Okay. In terms of, I'll get some clarifiers in a minute as well, I think. But let's just get the last card out. So let's see, what is your outcome following this advice? Because you've got free will, you don't have to do any of it, but it's just like a likely outcome kind of thing. If we sort of go along with taking on board that King of Wands resourcefulness and determination and bravery, and facing up to reality, and an honest reality, not letting that anxiety take you on a tangent. Okay, outcome, we've got the Queen of Cups. I'm going to see again if this is a person that's coming in to assist you, or whether this is you as a result of making those changes to your mindset, making a decision to really look at what's going on with a cool head. Okay. What is the King? What is the Queen of Cups here for? All three, please. Got the Page of Coins. That in my case, when I learnt tarot, I would always be taught that if you have a court card, it's not necessarily automatically a person. But if you take out another card and it's another court card, then it could be a person. So this makes me think possibly there's going to be an ally in your future. So you're making your way. This suffering bit is coming to an end for definite. It just needs a little longer, a little bit more last steps, resolve. You need to get sort out your mindset, and I feel that there needs this can maybe somebody who's going to come along. It's I would say somebody very reliable. We've got the Page of Coins as well, so you could get maybe a message from someone who is very understanding. The Queen of Cups is very understanding. If it was a person, I would say it could be an older woman, 30 plus, not that old. I'm old, but that's not old to me at all. But like a more mature female could be. Either way, I mean, it doesn't really matter. But it could be somebody who's just very good with their feminine side, so very understanding, very caring, will listen to you, will be very devoted to caring and helping with your issues, who is very intuitive, who is very somebody who you can lean on, who's very supportive and very kind. And that's something that you might find happening is whether you reach out to a counsellor or you have a relative that fits that description, somebody around you. It's kind of like somebody who to offer advice and support, mentor, and the Queen and King of Cups are very stable emotionally, and it's like the mastery of being able to regulate feelings and emotions and things, and they're very kind and compassionate and understanding. So it feels like there could be somebody who makes who you get a message from, or you make an appointment with, or some, it's like the beginning with a page of coins. I feel like it's the start of maybe some treatment to help you with whatever this is, or just someone supportive who's got your back, basically, who can help you as you come out of these sort of troubled, this troubled time that you've had. And it's kind of like this interesting that we've got peace and calm as aqua, because this person, you can see just looking at her, she is peaceful, calm, under control, just like has this serenity. And I feel that could be what we're getting with somebody who's going to come along, who is going to soothe you, who is going to be the safe space for you. It could be a relationship, it could be, a friendship, it could be, as I say, like a health professional, if it's something to do with your health or your mental health or something like that. It could be somebody who is just going to help you unravel all this tension and all this difficulty, and find your peace. And it's interesting how that has linked up a little bit already, but that's kind of what I'm getting. So I think it's good to reach out if you need to reach out, if you are still kind of having a bit of PTSD about what's been happening, or trauma, because with the 9-10 of wands in your energy, it makes me feel like you've been through some real battles, and you haven't given up on yourself, and you're trying to kind of move out of that energy, and it is on the way out. But what could be with this one here is to maybe, because it's in a good position as well, I feel like I want to say, make sure that you don't bring baggage with you. Make sure that you find someone. I keep wanting to say it feels like counselor to me, because it feels like you've had the battle, you won the battle, you've got this King Wands, you persevered, you've had this breakthrough after all this struggle, but you don't want to be carrying trauma with you, and carrying sort of the shadows of what happened with you, and as you go forward. And I think that would be my advice, is that if you have had a tough time, and you kind of maybe out of the day-to-day things that happen during that tough time, and you may be on the other side now, and you may be like in a safe space, or in a calm environment, but you maybe still have like anxiety or stress as a result of what you've been through. I feel like this is saying, there is more than one way out. The Eight of Swords can only see the one way out. It's like, oh well, I'm trapped, I'm stuck here, there's nothing I can do, I'm at the mercy of circumstance, etc. But what they aren't looking at is, yes, well, you know what, there could be other ways out of this, there could be a solution, I just haven't seen. And sometimes when we are that low, that's when we need someone else to come along and help us open our eyes to what is really going on, you know, and what is really the reality, rather than, you know, kind of our anxiety filling in the gaps. All right, so, and you know, you can be, if you've been through it, like I feel like you've been through it, it feels like you could be having that kind of core belief. So it's like the wrong, it's not really, it's like a belief that was put in by what happened or by someone else that isn't true, but it's so strong that it's like you need help to get it out. And I feel that the Eight of Swords is in the good stuff to say that this is what you should be doing. Is if there's something that's kind of still jarring to you, or it's hard to get over it mentally, then, and emotionally, then I feel that it's a good time to reach out and find someone who you can talk to or you can have healing from. Okay, and this could be, like I say, any relationship that will heal you, but that's kind of what I'm getting. And then, you know, with the Page of Coins coming out, that then opens up potential, that then opens up the ability to be able to build anew and to build up something that lasts and does you good. And you know, it's like a positive new start that is going to be available to you. So that's kind of what I got there. Okay, hopefully that's useful. I've got this Aqua card, so it says experience peace and calm, as I said, so I'm going to read it out. It's not very long, by the way, this book. The descriptions aren't really long, but we might get a little bit of a match up in terms of energy with this. So it's number 33. Hang on a sec. I'm miles away from it. Hold on. Alright, number 33. It says, Aqua creates a state of serenity, tranquility and peace by soothing your mind and calming your nerves. It is a great colour to work with in meditation when you would like to experience inner stillness. It is also the colour of patience, faith, acceptance and coolness. Aqua dissolves your fears to increase your confidence and belief in yourself. Calm your nervous system and soothe your mind by immersing yourself with rays of aqua light. So yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a bit short, but that's kind of making me feel that, you know, yeah, meditation, anything to kind of get you out of this mind trap that anxiety tends to imprison us in, and trauma tends to put us in, is really key, I think. And sometimes we do need to seek that from outside because we are too trapped in our own minds to see any other way out. So it's really important to reach out. And then there's growth. After healing comes growth and breaking free completely from this old energy. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, pile 3. Yeah, let me know how you are. Leave a comment if you would like to like and subscribe, and pass my channel around a bit. That would be amazing. All would be very much appreciated. I hope you're all right. I hope you manage to find someone you can relate to and talk to if you need someone to talk to, and things are going to be okay. I feel like things are going to improve. Yeah, so I'm wishing you every success with it, and I hope that you'll join me again one day soon. But until then, take good care of yourself, okay? Bye.